Embrace your losses, go through them, learn from them, and watch yourself become a professional trader. Hey there, Tom here from FIBONACCI'S.com here with the daily market recap. Please hit the like, subscribe, share with friends, and without any further ado, let's see the charts. It was not a trading day to remember from my side in terms of day trading. Hit my daily stop loss. Once I hit my daily stop loss, I close the computer. Tomorrow is a new day. Embracing your losses is part of being a professional trader. SPY on the daily went all the way up towards this yellow trend line. You know this trend line because you follow me on Twitter and you saw previous videos. So this trend line is not new to you. SPY went all the way up, filled August 2022 gap, got rejected, closed the day basically flat. Now the risk is at 417. Let's see if bulls can hold above the 417. Can they break above this yellow trend line towards 425? Follow prices, levels, and trend lines to manage your risk. QQQ. Basically, still in a very steep uptrend until proven otherwise. 340 to the downside is the risk. Closed the gap from August 2022. Next gap is the 360 from April of 2022. 363 is next resistance. 340 support. Dow Jones still relative weakness to the rest of the market. 330 to the downside, 331 to the upside. Let's see, can bulls of the Dow can break above the 331 towards this red trend line, or are we going back with these lower highs, lower lows, going back to 326? If 326 will fail to hold, this gap at the 322 will get filled. IWM holding above this red trend line. This red trend line helps us to identify that overall IWM higher lows, but some kind of consolidation since March, almost 3 months of consolidation, sideways move on the IWM. We need a break, 2-3 days break above 180, then we can assume high probability 180 gap will get filled, and above it 186. SOXX open the day gap towards the 500, fill the gap, because we know that more than 80% of all gaps will get filled. Now 480 to the downside needs to hold, otherwise we have another gap over here at the 462. Below 460, 446 is next, and we have also a gap over here. Overall, 2 gaps to the downside, 1 gap got filled. Let's see where price is taking us. SMH, same thing. You know this yellow trend line. Today SMH bulls try to break up and above, got rejected, closed below this yellow trend line. Now let's see if bulls of SMH have enough power in their hands to continue up above this yellow trend line. Now we can take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high, and let's see where price might be headed next. 146 to the downside is the support, 151, 152 to the upside, together with this yellow trend line. Follow the trend line, follow levels, and use them as risk management. Natural gas, uptrend, retracement towards 231, 618 Fibonacci retracement, breaking down and under. We are going towards back to the 205. 240 to the upside is the resistance. Oil, once again, this yellow trend line a few days ago, rejected price. Now price going back down. 68 to the downside needs to hold, otherwise 64, and this blue trend line will get revisit once again. XLE, just look left, no other indicators are truly needed. Nothing tells us the story better than price action, better than candlesticks. We have this high over here, we have lower high, low, lower lows. So overall, the XLE is in a steep downtrend since November 2022. Next, XLE 75 to the downside needs to hold, otherwise this gap at the 73 will get filled. XLF trying to hold above the 32 area, bouncing up and above. 32.80 will be the next resistance. We can take Fibonacci once again. Swing low, swing high. Not rocket science, it's only technical analysis. Let's see continuation above 32.30 towards the 32.80, above it 33.50. Overall, higher lows, lower highs on the XLF. Let's see where price is taking us. Price is getting tighter and tighter. The range, price range is getting tighter and tighter. Long above this white trend line together with the 32.80. And then we have all the levels to the upside to follow and manage our risk. Bitcoin back above the orange trend line, but got rejected by this white trend line. Bitcoin is trying, but overall downtrend, short-term downtrend since April until proven otherwise. Ethereum holding above the 1800, now 1930 resistance. Let's see where Ethereum will be heading next. Above 1930, 2014, 2150 to the upside. Below 1880, 1870, we are going back towards the 18 and this white trend line. Nvidia, another day, another gap to the upside, but close the day with a doji. We have a doji Thursday, inside candle on Friday, today a doji. Bulls on Nvidia are starting to get weaker and weaker. Now let's see where Nvidia will take us. We have a gap here at the 392. This gap will get filled, and then 369, 368 to the downside needs to hold. Otherwise, Nvidia will get pulled towards this void over here. This massive gap at the 308. Overall, we don't need any other indicators. No Fibonacci, not volume, just look left where price came from, and with high probability try to identify where price might be heading next. And as we can see, this yellow trend line helps us to identify the higher highs. This yellow trend line needs to hold the support, otherwise we are going towards this gap over here. Apple, trend lines are the true support resistance for price action. You know these trend lines because you saw previous videos. Apple went all the way up towards this trend line. Doji, we have a gap to the downside at the 176. 176 needs to hold, otherwise in my opinion we are going towards the 170, and below it we are going to fill the gap at the 166. Follow price, use trend lines as your guide, as your roadmap for future price action. No other indicators are truly needed. Check the links in the description below. Choose your program. We have many programs to choose from. We have the 60 minutes crash course. We have the online program, 6 hours, 49 lessons. And we have the one-on-one live mentorship program on your own time. Each program, the online or the one-on-one live, will gain you lifetime access for support, guidance, and all Discord channels. Become your own indicator. Stop following others. Take your financial freedom in your own hands. Join me on this fascinating journey of the world of trading. Meta You know the trend lines. Meta went all the way up to this trend line, got rejected, same as Apple. Doji off a trend line, pullback is in the cards. Now 250 is the risk to the downside. Below it, we are going to retest this white trend line over here. Tesla, Doji above the 195 area. Indecision in the market, indecision on Tesla price. 195 needs to hold, otherwise this yellow trend line from resistance will get retested as support. 208, 209 to the upside is the next resistance. Amazon continue its journey towards this upper red trend line. Check previous videos. These trend lines and these levels, we have not touched them since 2-3 months ago, and Amazon is on its way to the upper red trend line. AMD, same as Nvidia, some kind of a pullback will be healthy, retesting this white trend line as support, from resistance to support, breaking below this trend line, below the 117. We have a big gap at the 108, more than 80% chance it will get filled. Don't be surprised if it will. Microsoft overall closing the day on the red, but Microsoft is in an uptrend until proven otherwise. 322 to the downside needs to hold, otherwise let's clean the chart a little bit. Otherwise, this red trend line together with the 311 is the next support. Continuation above 336. We are going towards 343 and 355. Shopify holding above the 57.60 area, but as we can see, 61 very tough resistance. Breaking up and above, we are going towards the 66. Below 57, we are going back, retesting once again this yellow trend line as support, and maybe Shopify is sliding down on this yellow trend line until this gap at the 48 will get filled. Trend lines are the roadmap for future price action. Google basically moving sideways since May 18th. 124 to the downside, 126 to the upside, long continuation above, maybe some kind of a short, below the 121. Do your own due diligence. Everything you see and hear on this channel is for educational purposes only. Never follow blindly anyone on social media, paid or free services. And if you find anything that you like on this video and on my channel, please hit the like, subscribe, share with friends, will be much appreciated. Help me grow this channel. Also, let me know in the comments below what more would you like me to share on this channel. More educational stuff, the psychology behind trading, technical stuff. Any feedback is welcome. Netflix, all the way towards this red trend line. Doji, let's see if bulls of Netflix have enough power in their hands to break up and above this red trend line towards 412, 454, and then toward this upper red trend line. Failing to do so, 381 needs to hold, otherwise 360 to the downside. All we need to do, look left, identify, and truly understand the relationship between candlestick analysis, aka price action, trend lines, and Fibonacci levels. All the rest is pure noise. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit the like, subscribe, share with friends, will be much appreciated. Don't forget to check the links in the description below for more educational resources. Until the next video, do good things.